Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good day. Today we are just going to be testing a battery. I'm going to show you how to do that on your cars. And the reason for that is I've been dealing with needing to jump the Honda, but then randomly it'll start. And so the first thing was like, let's just go pick up a battery. So I picked it up, but then funny enough, the car wants and seems to start working, right? So all you need is a battery meter. I'll show you what mine looks like here. Really simple. You're gonna put it into the DC 20 mode, which you'll see I have it up there on, right up here. Put your plugins down here, turn it on. Then you got your prongs. Really, all you gotta do is put positive on positive, negative on negative, and we'll see what this output's at. Let's see if I can set the camera up here. Alright, so just pop your positive off. I like to rub it a little, make sure you get good connection. And then you just put your negative on the negative and check your tester. It's probably reversed, but that says 1262. 1262. So that shows good. So pop those off. Shut that off. So 12.2 is good. Or 12.62 it said. So theoretically that car should fire right up. So let's go test it. Which is crazy because it has not been firing up, which is why I went and bought a battery. Which I should have tested the battery beforehand, but I just wasn't thinking. So let's go see if it fires up. And if it does, then who knows? I might lose audio here. I'll probably try and kick to Bluetooth. But that's really it for the video. That is how you test it. So you should test your battery. It should be around 12.6 while the car's off. Then when you turn it on, it should rise up to around 14.4, we'll say. And the reason it does that is because the alternator is charging it. So what I'll do now, I'll start it. Let's see. Excuse me if I lose audio. Fires right up. Except I left it in gear. Alright. So it fires right up. No issue. Kind of weird. Sounds fine. Obviously gonna idle high, especially after I stalled it. So funny enough. So there you go, guys. That's what it is. Now that the car's on, what I'll do, I'll let it idle here for about 5 minutes. I will take the tester back and go do the exact same thing. And it should sit around 13.8 to 14 something. That'll tell you that your alternator and your battery are good. So I will probably end up returning the battery I bought from Napa. So to give you kind of the rundown, now that the video is over, feel free to head out. I'm not going to show you much more on the cars. That's how you test a battery. Take your battery reader, positive, negative terminals. It should read 12.6. If it doesn't, you have an issue. Your battery either isn't holding charge because it's old enough, or the alternator's not ever charging it up, so it's just draining itself and not getting recharged. But that's why you want to test it when it's on. So, which, it's weird. Like, to give you the backstory of why I bought the battery. So I broke my hand, had a lot of stuff go down, didn't drive the car for 3 months. And I came out to start it, and not a single light would turn on. I mean, typically once you get in the car and you put your foot on the clutch, like there's a little ignition light around where the keyhole is. That's like the first thing. Wouldn't even turn that on. So that's the first tell sign to me that something was wrong. And then it wouldn't start. It wouldn't even jump with my 340. So I had to jump it with my wife's X3. Idled it. Drove it around 30 minutes. Drove it back home. Probably about 40 minutes of driving and idle. And turned it off. And instantly after turning it off, it wouldn't start. So the next day I was like, okay, let's do it again. And we'll test the battery. Well, I jumped it, got it started. I moved it up my driveway. And me not, just like right now, I was distracted and I forget I leave it in gear on a hill. I don't know how I forget that. Well, actually, yesterday I didn't forget. I just low revved it trying to go up a hill. And it stalled. And it wouldn't start instantly after stalling. So at that point, I was like, I'm just going to go buy the battery. So I jumped the car for the third time. I bring it down. I move this out of the garage. Put the Honda in the garage. This is idling in the driveway so that I can go pick up a battery. I shut the Honda off in the garage. And I'm like, you know what? Just for kicks and giggles, one last time, let's try and start it before I go. And it starts. The dang thing starts with no jump. I was so confused. So I bought the battery either way. Came home, car starts right up again. So I don't know why it wasn't starting. I'm going to guess it's because the battery was so dead, but it's not old enough to where it's not holding charge, it would seem. It just needed a lot of driving around to get the charge back. Now, what I'll probably do is drive it around this week before I really return the battery. But it seems good. So thanks for watching, guys. That's how you test your car's battery. I'll do another video on how to jump a car because some people don't know that, and you should know how to jump your cars. So stay around. Hope you guys have a great weekend.